Volvo's EV line is getting bigger, but at the same time, it's becoming smaller. Hot on the heels of the EX90 comes this, the Volvo EX30. This is the smallest Volvo electric car. It's also the fastest Volvo electric car, and it is the cheapest Volvo on the market, full stop.
What are the numbers? Well, the big one first. The EX30 will cost just under £34,000. The fastest version will do 0 to 62 in 3.6 seconds, and depending on which of its two battery options you go for, it'll get up to 298 miles on a charge.
It's cute, isn't it? I mean, it's slightly Stormtrooper-esque, but it's still cute. It's smaller too, which is no bad thing. It's 4.2 metres long, whereas the Tesla Model Y is 4.7 metres long. It's also narrower and about 50 millimetres lower in height. So think Jaguar E-Pace in size.
It borrows design elements from the bigger EX90. The Thor's hammer headlights, redesigned for the EX cars, are here, but the hammerhead doesn't open and close as it does on the 90, probably to save you a bit of cash. There are 5 exterior colours to choose from, including this one, which is cloud blue, and moss yellow, which is inspired by lichen growing on rocks, apparently. At the back, the rear light graphic, which has been a Volvo hallmark for years, has been given a suitably modern upgrade. The interior is, as you'd expect from Volvo, as clean as they come. There's wireless charging, storage cubbies, 2 USBs and some smart cup holders that slide out of the armrest up front. Its large vertical infotainment screen comes with Google Tech built in, though you can use Apple CarPlay if you're that way inclined.
What's interesting in here is that Volvo seems to have taken a leaf out of the Tesla playbook because there's no driver instrument cluster. It's all found on that central display. Also, window controls are here on the centre console instead of the doors, and the glove box is here, which means it's really rather small. But presumably that makes it all much easier to install for Volvo and switch from left-hand to right-hand drives for different markets. Probably saves them a bit of cash too.
While you're inside, you can enjoy 4 distinct rooms, each giving the car a different feel. This one is called Breeze Interior. There's also a handful of ambient lighting setups to choose from, and you can even pair your lighting with its own soundscape.
What about safety? Well, the EX30 is a Volvo, so its whole mission in life is about safety and being eco-friendly. In terms of safety, it has all of the usual features that we've come to expect in a car, but a nice new one, which will actually warn you if you're going to open the door onto a pedestrian, scooter or cyclist. Handy. In terms of being eco-friendly, in all versions, the interior is made from recycled goods. In here, for example, the seats are partly Nordico, the decor is made from plastic window frames and roller shutters, and the carpet is made from recycled PET bottles.
In the back, there's not a huge amount of leg space, but it's pretty good for this sector. In all versions, you have 2 USB ports, storage cubbies, door bins and Isofix. And in this version, the Ultra Trim, you have this gorgeous large sunroof. Oh, and a token Easter egg, this little moose, which is a nice Scandi touch.
Let's talk about the boot. So, we have 318 litres of boot space, which includes 61 litres with this hidden space under the load floor. So it's about the same size as a Ford Focus. Naturally, you can fold the back seats down for that trip to the tip. That's all fairly straightforward. In the front, under the bonnet, you have enough space for charging cables and washer fluids. And then here, this is a rather nice additional tip, a will it fit diagram, which tells you can fit your buggy, your luggage, your golf bags and your grandma's lampshade.
So what do you get for your money then? Well, it'll come with 2 battery options in the UK, 49 or 64 kilowatt hour, and either 1 or 2 motors. The single motor gets the smaller lithium iron phosphate battery pack with 272 PS and 343 Newton meters driving the rear wheels. 0 to 62 takes 5.7 seconds and you'll get 214 miles from a charge. Its battery chemistry means it's more cost-effective to make and less resource-intensive, but doesn't add up to big range. A single-motor extended-range car gets the same motor, but the bigger 69 kWh NMC, with a more energy-dense lithium, nickel, manganese and cobalt battery for a greater 298-mile range, and it'll get to 62 miles an hour in 5.3 seconds. Both of those will be available in Plus or Ultra trim, each giving different levels of plushness. Plus gets you a big infotainment display, Harman Kardon audio, heated seats, parking aids and more. And Ultra gets you 360-degree parking assist, 20-inch wheels and a panoramic roof.
So, just under 34 grand. To give you a little bit of a price point perspective, a new VW Golf GTI starts at about 39.5. A new Audi SQ2 starts at about 41. And this one's bigger brother, the XC40 Recharge, starts at about 46. So Volvo are making electric vehicles much more accessible. They're bringing them to a much wider audience. In fact, Volvo are definitely taking steps towards bringing us a much more affordable EV. Interesting, isn't it? Small, cheap, by modern car standards anyway, and it is a good-looking car. It'll be out on the roads in early 2024, but we will get behind the wheel later this year, so then we'll give you our final verdict. But all signs point towards a rather compelling family car. Volvo might just have a winner on its hands here.